This is Alan Bush with ADMIS with the daily financial forecast for Friday, November 27th. Starting out with the stock index futures, first of all, on Wednesday we did see higher prices, as is usually the case from a seasonal point of view in advance of the Thanksgiving holiday. So last Wednesday was no exception, with modest gains in all of the indices on Wednesday. Today, we are seeing some pressure developing, some of this linked to prospects of tighter credit from the Fed when they meet later next month. Also, we had a rather severe decline in the Chinese stock market. But overall, it looks like stock index futures are holding up very well in spite of that weak Chinese equity market. Longer term, we feel that the main trend is still higher for stock index futures, and that we will see new highs across the board next year in all of the major indexes. Now, moving over to the foreign currencies, we are seeing the euro currency under some pressure, even though we did have some better economic news out of the eurozone. Also, we are seeing the pound a little bit weaker, with UK GDP numbers coming in a little on the weak side, up 0.5%. That compares to the GDP growth in the second quarter of up 0.7%. And the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar under some pressure with weaker commodity prices. The dollar advancing, and this primarily due to prospects of a rate increase when the Fed meets on December 16th. Now, moving over to the interest rate futures markets, seeing some strength at the long end of the curve. I think a lot of this may be due to ideas that the ECB will be adding more stimulus at their meeting next Thursday, so more stimulus from the ECB tends to support the credit markets globally, and I think that is one reason why we have seen good gains over the last couple of weeks at the long end of the curve, especially. Also, some flight to quality buying coming in light of those weaker Chinese equity markets. So I would look for the interest rate markets to hold up well in advance of next Thursday's ECB meeting. After that, I'm not sure, but at least over the next several trading days, the long end should hold up relatively well. Also, remember, these are my opinions alone and are not the opinions of ADMIS. And once again, good trading, everybody.